Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to be doing the second half of our poetry reading from the book Angels Ride Bikes. This book was written by Francisco X. Alarcon, and it was illustrated by Maya Cristina Gonzalez. And I want to say a big thank you to Children's Book Press. They are an imprint of Lee and Low Books, who have given permission to read their books. So thank you so much. Let's see, afterwards, we're going to be doing a poetry activity. We're going to be writing a poem afterwards. So should we get started? Actually, before I begin, last week I read a few poems from the last half of the book in Spanish. So if you're interested in reading those, that is on the Providence Community Library YouTube, on this YouTube channel if you want to check those out. Okay, let's get started. Okay, this first poem over here, it's called Books. Oversized passports that let us travel anywhere, anytime, and keep on dreaming. This one over here is called My Mother's Hands. My mother's hands are as eloquent as the finest books. They prune rose bushes with the same skill. They once picked lettuce in the fields, and later cleaned and packed sardines. Nothing makes them happier than getting good report cards from us, her children. Then these hands, calloused from working so hard, embrace and caress us, light and soft as silk. Here you can become all you want to be, my mother reminds us, repeating, "Sí se puede." Yes, you can do it. So some of these poems are bilingual, so I'll let you know what the definitions are of some of these words when they come up. So sí se puede means yes, you can, or yes, we can. This one is called Day of the Dead. Day of the Dead brings lots of joy to the dead. People take flowers to their tombs. At home, we dedicate an altar to them. We share a family dinner with stories, offerings, and bread. We want to recall our dead. We imagine them dancing to the music. I place a photo on our altar. It's my grandma who comes to visit me. And this is a grandma right here. This one is called Tooth Magic. Wonder what that is. I have an aunt who is a dentist. She makes me laugh. Every fall, she sits me in her big chair. She waves a steel wand and tells me, "Open your mouth a great deal, like a seal. Let's see if a mouse got inside." After that, she examines each of my teeth, announcing, "Nothing up here, nothing down there." Then from nowhere, she pulls out a toothbrush. Aunt Betty is a wonder of a dentist. Do you see this right there? Is that the mouse? So this poem is called Angels Ride Bikes, and this one is number 1, because there's also number 2, and we'll read that right now. So Angels Ride Bikes. Our teacher, Ms. Baker, somberly tells us, today we can't go outside to play. There's too much smog that's harmful to our health. From a window, I look at the dirty gray air. I imagine trees crying in distress and dogs beginning to cough. I beg the heavens for a signal. Let's see part 2. Angels Ride Bikes, number 2. Suddenly, I see bicycles everywhere. Bicycles in parks and beaches, bicycles on streets and highways. I see judges and plumbers on bikes, entire families on bikes, the whole city riding on bikes. Once again, the air turns pure and clean. I can see the skyscrapers, the mountains, and on a cloud, I see my grandma on her bicycle, among the angels riding bikes. So in this poem, he sees people riding bikes down here and also angels riding bikes. And if you can see, there's his grandma. So I read a few different ones in English than I did in Spanish. And if you're interested in hearing the Spanish ones, those are on the Providence Community Library channel, on our YouTube channel. So we're going to be writing a rhyming poem today. So what does the word rhyme mean? It's when the end of different words sound the same or very alike. So for example, in here she used open your book a big deal like a seal. So that's example of rhyming words. Deal, seal, kite, flight, tight, light. Did I already say that? So just words that sound the same at the end. And I wrote a rhyming poem. I wrote a rhyming poem last week in Spanish about my cat, Gox. So this time I thought I'd do one about my dog, Lucy. And I also wanted to show you there, sometimes there can be a long thought process when you write your own poetry. And so sometimes you might need to write notes. And so I wanted to show you, I keep a little notebook here of my notes before I actually write the poem. And you can see I scribbled out some words, scribbling over here, scribbled out a whole line. So just so you know, it doesn't always come super easily to people, and that's fine. It's a process. Even up here, I wrote words, and then I think through the alphabet and think, okay, like I said, hug, bug, tug, rug. So I was just writing words and trying to see what words go, what words rhyme with other words. And then I go through the alphabet. So like bug, dug, and I keep going. So this is my poem, and the words that rhyme are in red. And so this is, there is a rhythm. So it's 3 lines, space, 3 lines, space, 3 lines. And the first and the third line rhyme. Your poem can be different. You don't even have to rhyme, but this is just an example of a rhyming poem. So this one says, Lucy is my pet dog. So long and so brown, she looks like a log. She thinks she's so big, and when she gets mad, she begins to fake dig. Lucy is so funny. She can stop you from crying and turn your day sunny. And Lucy is not here right now for me to show you my dog, but she's a half Chihuahua, half something terrier mix. We're not even sure, but we know she's half Chihuahua. If you're interested in any of the other crafts or activities that I've done that are over here, check out my other videos on our YouTube channel. We also have other great librarians and specialists who have done their own book readings, their own activities. So be sure to check out those videos as well. But we are done for today, and I hope you enjoyed the poetry reading. I hope you all have an awesome day. Bye-bye.